Back to another Wellness Wednesday video. For the past couple weeks, we've gone over what a balanced meal is and how to incorporate it into your daily life. We talked about what pain is and the best way to approach chronic pain, and we've even discussed about ways you can become more committed to your program. All very direct aspects of a healthy and active living. But we haven't touched on something that isn't related to your muscles or nutrition, which we will today. I want to discuss about something that even I sometimes overlook its importance. Meditating and reflections. I coach a wide variety of busy clients, and most of the time, people who hire trainers are those who have a burning desire to see results that they want to see without wasting their precious time. This meant I trained nurses, lawyers, business owners, even stay-at-home moms. Now, there are a few things that each of those people share or have in common. Not only are they incredibly busy, but most of the times their jobs or routine don't follow a rigid schedule. On top of that, their work environment tends to be fast-paced or high-stressed. As for myself, I was always one who was juggling many different things without organizing my day as I should have. And a common pattern that disguises itself as a solution is the action of relaxing, shutting down, and doom scrolling on social media after a busy, unpredictable, busy day of dealing with patients, clients, customers, and children. What's wrong with sitting down doom scrolling on Instagram? Absolutely nothing is wrong with it. Unless you're tired of the feeling you experience after an unpredictable day of dealing with patients, clients, customers, or children. Nothing is wrong with doom scrolling or spending your hours watching Netflix and not even chilling, if you know what I mean. Unless you want to start having days that although are stressful, they are manageable and not leaving you feeling defeated or drained. How many times have you made a plan to do something after work, but either you would rather be home sleeping because you're tired, or you are actually home sleeping because you feel exhausted, and you're expected to work out and eat mindfully after all this? Exactly what all my high servicing clients felt. This is what they all went through on a day-to-day basis. And although you may be proud and happy with the work that you do, there's only so much exhaustion you can take before it starts to take a toll on your body and your mental state. At best, you start to find work dreadful and tedious, but at worst, the thing you used to love to do becomes the bane of your existence. You start to get annoyed at the smallest things, the smallest inconveniences start to occur. You begin looking for another job rather than just improving upon the situation. Although job hunting might be the next step in your growth, it should not be the reason for that. With each client, I express to them my interest in meditating and reflecting. During these times, my powerlifting journey, and even up to now, I've always found myself performing better when it's been a week of doing both tasks, meditating and reflecting. I was stronger, I was more clear, mentally clear. I was able to manage myself more efficiently with my busy schedule as well. Every day, as early as possible, as the first thing in the morning, I instructed my clients to spend 2 to 5 minutes of meditating. This could be sitting on your bed, the floor, the couch, cross-legged or not, closing your eyes and focusing on your breath that you inhale and that you exhale. The idea isn't necessarily to be one with God or the universe, although if you'd like to dive into that, more power to you. Rather, the idea is to be mindful on the day to come. Similar to having a schedule or agenda on the day, meditating on the day allowed you and your body and mind to be prepped for the day, almost to virtually live in it before it's happening. Being prepared of the hardships that may come allows you to be able to act on it better. How to control your feelings, your emotions, how to act instead of react when a problem arises. Those minutes that you spend with yourself is about being aware of the day. Now, this may actually sound contradicting from what you may have heard regarding being in the moment and keeping a blank mind while you're meditating. However, how difficult can it be to keep your mind completely empty, especially before work? It's impossible, unless it's not your first time meditating. However, as you do it more frequently, you will begin to notice your thoughts change during your meditating sessions. You will notice you start to think less and less because your days are no longer as stressful as it was before. Reflections. At the end of every day and every week, I have my clients think about how their day went and actually write down what went well and what did not, what they were proud about and what they may not have wanted to spend their time on. Reflecting is something we barely do these days because we are so freaking busy. We just want to hurry on and get on to the next stimulus to busy our minds, to distract us for the day or the time. All this does is pushes back the possible solutions to a later time, and it strengthens your lazy muscles and makes you think that everything is all right until the next time the next problem rolls around. Reflecting helps you to stay on track when you're in between tasks or days. You have all the thoughts in the world while you're in the moment, all the solutions, all the will to do better, the drive to make it happen for the next day. But without reflecting, you're going to be in the same exact scenario at the same time, being all talk and no show. Reflecting is the first step that allows you to take back and analyze the data that you have. It allows you to take a look at all the variables of your day and make critical decisions on what is necessary. For instance, let's say you had a rough encounter with a patient or a client at work. You may want to just forget about it at the end of the day and move on and deal with it another time. But that circumstance may happen again, or it already has. The last thing you want to do is just forget about it and push it off, because guess what? It will happen again. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Reflecting on that encounter allows you to engineer a better way to deal with how that situation was based on the variation that you can remember. This also relates back to your workouts as well, or your attempts at a better diet. Asking yourself the important questions at the end of the day, at the end of each and every day, allows you to become better and improve 1% every single day. Did I work hard enough? Did I really give it my all in that muscle group I'm lagging in? Could I do better next time? Could I increase my weight? What about my form? What about for nutrition? Did I really need to eat that cookie today? Could I have worked around my macros to allow me to eat that cookie and not have it affect my fat loss journey? After I explained to them what they needed to do and how it helped me perform my best for my competitions and even manage my 20 clients at that time, they were open to giving it a shot. And what my clients notice day in and day out, every single one that follows these steps of meditating and reflecting, is that they feel more ready to tackle the day. They become more patient when dealing with their work day. They become more conscious of their breath and how they spend their energy, whether it's on positive or creative thoughts or over negative thoughts. They think about their workouts and how much more intention they have in them, because now they're able to be reflective on how they can improve on each session. In as little as 30 days, they see themselves change because of their increased productivity that makes them feel better about themselves. They even sleep better because they aren't doom scrolling in the middle of the night. I want to ask you something. When was the last time that you had the last light that you saw was the eyes of your partner? The way these improvements have showed up in each of these clients were a bit different, but still in the right direction. The nurses felt more energetic and positive to deal with challenging patients. The lawyers didn't feel like they needed to resort to a glass of wine or a shot of whiskey every night to take the edge off. The business owners see an increase in how much they're able to do. Before, it was juggling between sales roles, marketing, sales, customer service, back and forward. But afterwards, they were able to develop a system that works for their business. They still have to do all the roles, but now in a strategic manner. And the busy stay-at-home moms are able to actually look after themselves and plan their day accordingly the night before, because they're reflecting on their journaling and how to stay on top of their day for the next one. With all that being said, I want you to do something today as a test run. At the end of today, spend 2 minutes in silence and meditate. If you have 5, that's even better. Focus on your breath and posture. Try not to think of anything. If you do, that's all right. We're just starting out. After meditating, grab a notepad or a journal, and as a last resort, you could use your notes app. I want you to note down how your day went, what went well and what didn't. Then write down what you learned and what could be changed so to make tomorrow better. Whether that's your efforts of planning out your meals, spending time with your family, organizing your workday, whatever it is, just jot it down. If you want to learn more about how you can evolve your efforts from lazy TikTok rock body to an efficient mind and stronger pain-free body, follow me on Instagram at PREveryday, handle will be below. Lastly, if you find yourself overwhelmed with the health and wellness information and you need help organizing your approach, slide in my DMs, let's have a quick chat to see if I can help. Until next time, stay resilient.